Welcome to Sukima English News. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mark.
Today, a super long school name, a nuclear plant delay,
And rising land prices.
First up, our story today is about the last graduation at a school with the longest name in Japan. It highlights depopulation and the declining birth rate in rural areas.
The school with the longest name? Interesting and sad. Why is this happening?
Depopulation makes it difficult to maintain local communities, especially in rural areas. Young people move to cities, leading to aging populations.
Fewer children means schools are closing. Is the government doing anything?
Yes. MXT promotes consolidating schools to optimize resources. This can weaken community ties and increase commuting for students.
What numbers are we talking about with the birth rate and depopulation?
In 2023, births hit a record low of 727,288. The fertility rate is 1.20, below the 2.0 needed to maintain the population.
Concerning figures, how widespread is depopulation?
It is a serious issue across the country, especially in agricultural, mountain, and fishing village areas.
Fewer people, older people, fewer services. How does consolidating schools fit in?
MEC encourages consolidating smaller schools. Since 2000, school consolidation has become more active.
Any projections on how many schools could disappear?
While there are no specific projections, the trend of consolidation means many more schools could close.
Huge shift? What impact on education?
Consolidation can expose students to diverse opinions. However, longer commute times can increase the burden.
Double-edged sword. What about the effect on local communities?
Schools are a core part of communities, so closing them can accelerate decline.
Not just schools, but the heart of these towns. What about the economic impact?
The declining birth rate can lead to a labor shortage and increased social security costs.
Complex issues. What's being done on a larger scale?
The government is promoting policies like school consolidation to manage the effects of these demographic shifts.
Trying to bring jobs back to rural areas. Any specific sector?
Focus on industries using local resources such as agriculture and tourism.
A long road ahead. What does this mean for listeners?
It highlights the challenges faced by rural communities and the importance of addressing depopulation.
A stark reminder. Thanks for shedding light on this.
Let's turn to our second story, a delay at the Kashiwazaki Kariwa nuclear power plant.
What happened?
TEPCO postponed commercial operations for reactor number 6 at the Kashiwazaki Kariwa plant. They can't pinpoint the cause of an alarm indicating a possible electrical leak.
A setback, right?
Yes. This reactor restarted in January, the first TEPCO brought back online since Fukushima.
The delay is due to this alarm?
Exactly. The alarm went off on March 12th and they halted power generation. Commercial operation was scheduled for March 18th, but is now on hold.
What was the initial plan?
Originally, operations were to begin on February 26th. However, the reactor shut down on February 23rd due to an alarm during control rod adjustments.
Control rods?
Yes, they control the nuclear fission chain reaction. TEPCO says the problem is in the inverter settings for the motor that moves the control rods.
A significant oversight. What's the bigger picture?
This restart is significant as proponents see it as a sign of a future for nuclear power in Japan.
Fukushima changed things.
Yes. As of January 2026, only 15 of 33 operable reactors are approved for operation.
How does this fit into Japan's energy policy now?
After Fukushima, the focus shifted to renewables, but the latest plan, revised in February 2025, positions nuclear power alongside renewables for maximum utilization.
Maximum utilization? A shift.
Yes, electricity demand is projected to increase due to AI and data centers.
More data centers mean more power.
Precisely. The Kashiwazaki Kariwa plant could supply power to millions of households if fully operational, but only reactor number 6 is running.
What's the economic impact?
While specific figures aren't available, delays like this can have significant financial consequences for the operator.
How will this delay affect power supply?
The full impact is unclear, but the postponement means the reactor is not yet contributing to the grid.
What about public opinion?
This could erode public trust in nuclear power. The Nuclear Regulation Authority is inspecting the plant.
A complex situation.
It is. The delay highlights the challenges of restarting nuclear plants. The balancing energy needs with safety and public trust.
What's the likely next step?
TEPCO needs to fix the alarm and convince regulators and the public that the plant is safe.
How does this affect everyday Japanese people?
Potential power shortages could lead to calls for conservation. More broadly, it reignites the debate about Japan's energy future.
The debate about nuclear energy is far from over.
Absolutely. This incident has brought it back into the spotlight. Now let's turn to our third story, focusing on land prices in Akita Prefecture.
Land prices? Interesting. What's happening there?
Data shows both residential and commercial land prices in Akita are rising for the third year.
What's driving this increase?
A gradual recovery in Akita's economy, housing loan tax breaks and low interest rates, also steady housing demand in urban areas like Akita City.
So it's not uniform?
Exactly. Akita City is seeing increases, but the overall picture is complex due to population decline elsewhere.
Can you give us some numbers?
The average land price is about 20,416 yen per square meter, a modest increase of 0.12%.
What about residential versus commercial?
Both saw a 0.69% increase in publicly posted land prices, but standard land prices saw a slight decrease for residential and a minor decrease for commercial.
Why the discrepancy?
Publicly posted and standard prices serve different purposes. The former is for inheritance tax, the latter for market trends.
Which cities are seeing the biggest jumps?
Akita City is leading with a 2.55% increase. Noshiro City is also seeing positive movement.
And the most expensive land?
Akita City's Nakadori district at 192,000 yen per square meter, up 5.49%.
How does Akita compare to other prefectures?
Akita ranks 47th nationwide among the least expensive. This reflects population decline in an aging society.
Bear sightings affecting land prices. Is that a factor?
Not directly mentioned, but increased wildlife encounters can influence people's willingness to live there.
What's the overall outlook?
Uncertain. Population decline is a headwind, but revitalization efforts in urban centers could help. Industrial land prices are up 3.29%.
So it's mixed. Demographic challenges remain.
Precisely. The key is addressing population issues and attracting investment.
This highlights the challenges faced by many rural regions.
Exactly. Understanding these trends provides valuable context for understanding Japan. Now let's look at some key vocabulary from today's stories. Our first phrase is declining birth rate. This refers to the decrease in the number of babies being born in a particular area or country. For example, Japan is facing serious challenges due to its declining birth rate.
A crucial demographic issue for many developed countries.
Next, we have rural areas. These are areas of a country that are outside of cities and towns. Many young people are leaving rural areas to find work in the cities.
Often characterized by agriculture and lower population density.
The term maintain local communities means to keep the social structures and support systems of a small area active and healthy. It's hard to maintain local communities when the younger generations move away.
Community bonds are vital for social well-being.
Let's look at school consolidation. This is the act of combining smaller schools into larger ones, often due to declining enrollment. School consolidation can lead to longer commutes for students.
A controversial solution to budget constraints.
Our next phrase is pinpoint the cause. This means to identify exactly what is responsible for something, often something negative. The engineers were unable to pinpoint the cause of the unexpected alarm.
Important for troubleshooting any problem.
The term commercial operations refers to the regular, ongoing activities of a business or industrial facility. The company expects to begin commercial operations at the new factory by the end of the year.
The phase when a project starts generating revenue.
Control rod adjustments refers to making changes to the rods used in a nuclear reactor to control the fission rate. The reactor shut down during control rod adjustments.
Very precise work in a dangerous environment.
Next is housing loan tax breaks. These are reductions in taxes offered to people who have mortgages to encourage home ownership. The government is offering housing loan tax breaks to stimulate the economy.
A common way to make housing more affordable.
Our next term is modest increase. This refers to a small or limited rise in something. The company reported a modest increase in profits this quarter.
A small but positive change.
Finally, we have market trends. These are the general direction in which prices or other measures of value are moving in a market. Experts are closely watching market trends to predict future economic conditions.
Essential for understanding economic shifts.
Time for our shadowing practice. Let's practice using the key vocabulary we just learned. The declining birth rate is a major concern for the future of many small towns.
Let's try that one more time at normal speed.
The declining birth rate is a major concern for the future of many small towns. It's difficult to maintain local communities when young people leave for better opportunities.
Let's try that one more time at normal speed.
It's difficult to maintain local communities when young people leave for better opportunities. Many rural areas are struggling with aging populations and a lack of services.
Let's try that one more time at normal speed.
Many rural areas are struggling with aging populations and a lack of services. School consolidation is often proposed as a solution to declining enrollment numbers.
Let's try that one more time at normal speed.
School consolidation is often proposed as a solution to declining enrollment numbers. Engineers worked around the clock to pinpoint the cause of the unexpected reactor shutdown.
Let's try that one more time at normal speed.
Engineers worked around the clock to pinpoint the cause of the unexpected reactor shutdown. The company hopes to begin commercial operations at the new plant next month.
Let's try that one more time at normal speed.
The company hopes to begin commercial operations at the new plant next month. The technicians carefully performed control rod adjustments to restart the reactor.
Let's try that one more time at normal speed.
The technicians carefully performed control rod adjustments to restart the reactor. The government offers housing loan tax breaks to encourage homeownership among young families.
Let's try that one more time at normal speed.
The government offers housing loan tax breaks to encourage homeownership among young families. The real estate market showed a modest increase in property values this quarter.
Let's try that one more time at normal speed.
The real estate market showed a modest increase in property values this quarter. Investors are closely watching market trends to make informed decisions about their portfolios.
Let's try that one more time at normal speed.
Investors are closely watching market trends to make informed decisions about their portfolios. That's all the time we have for today.
Remember to subscribe and keep practicing.
Bye for now!
See you next time.